Good morning, students. Myself Manoj Chotia from Raghunath Vidyalaya. We are studying our second chapter of biotechnology, genetic engineering. As we studied in our earlier video, the process of genetic engineering. In this process, we need some tools which are helpful in genetic engineering. Some tools that are right on the board. What are these tools? First of all, restriction endonuclease enzyme. Second, vector. Third, host cell or receptor cell. Fourth, gene map. Fifth, other enzymes. In other enzymes, there are 5 enzymes. First, RNA dependent DNA polymerase. Second, DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Third, ligase. Fourth, lysozyme. And fifth, alkaline phosphatase. We are starting from last, alkaline phosphatase. It cuts the phosphate at 5 end of circular DNA and help in keeping the DNA liner, because the plasmid DNA is a circular DNA, and whenever we cut this circular DNA, its nature to makes themselves circular. So alkaline phosphatase help in keeping DNA liner so that the foreign DNA can be inserted in it. This enzyme prevents the circular nature of DNA to form again. Second, lysozyme. Lysozyme is the enzyme dissolve the cell wall of bacteria so that DNA of bacteria can be isolated. Ligase, as you know, the function of this enzyme is attachment of the DNA fragment on template. DNA dependent polymerase. This enzyme polymerizes the nucleotides of complementary DNA strand on template DNA. RNA dependent DNA polymerase. This enzyme polymerizes the nucleotides of DNA strand on RNA templates. Now we will study in detail these 4 tools. First of all, restriction endonuclease enzyme. Restriction endonuclease enzyme are called molecular scissor. Why? Because they can help to cut the DNA. These enzymes are like molecular scissor which cut the DNA molecular at a specific site. These enzymes always obtained from prokaryotic cell. You have to remember. एक बार बोर्ड की परीक्षा में क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है, क्या रेस्ट्रिक्शन एंडोन्यूक्लियस एंजाइम जो है वो यूकैरियोटिक सेल से ऑब्टेन किए जा सकते हैं? तो रेस्ट्रिक्शन एंडोन्यूक्लियस एंजाइम जो है वो केवल प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल से ही ऑब्टेन किए जा सकते हैं. दे कैन नॉट बी ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम यूकैरियोटिक सेल. सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट दे कांट बी ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम यूकैरियोटिक सेल. These enzymes are naturally found in Escherichia coli, Bacillus, Streptococcus, Thermus aquatis, etc. Or we can say these enzymes are obtained from prokaryotic cell. Restriction endonuclease enzymes are of 3 type. First, endonuclease, or we can say R1 endonuclease, R1 type. Second, endonuclease R2, and type 3rd endonuclease R3. It is mainly used in gene cloning and restriction mapping. Example, Escherichia coli R1 Hind 2 means Escherichia coli R1 HIND Hind 2. These are the example of restriction endonuclease enzyme. First of all, nomenclature. How we write the name of these restriction endonuclease enzyme? From the first rule of the nomenclature of restriction endonuclease enzyme, the first letter of enzyme represent the genus from which it has been isolated. That is written in capital letter always. For example, means from Escherichia coli. We obtained an enzyme from Escherichia coli. Then the name of genus is Escherichia, and the first letter which is written in capital is E. And the two letters after this represent the species of that genus. They are writing in small letters. These three letters written in italic means CO, and CO are written in small letters. So it is the name of restriction endonuclease enzyme ECO. And then next, as a fourth letter of those strain of a genus is written from which it has been isolated, means from R. So E. coli R. And how many enzymes are obtained from Escherichia coli? Means from Escherichia coli there are three enzymes, three restriction endonuclease enzymes are obtained. Then we write the number of that enzyme in Roman, just like R1 or R2 means R3 means from Escherichia coli three enzymes are obtained, which is if first enzyme, then we write the first in Roman or second, then it can be write second or third. Means how many enzymes are obtained. If more than one restriction enzyme are obtained from one organism, then these are represented by Roman numbers. Escherichia coli from Escherichia coli, for example, we obtained one enzyme ECO R1 enzyme identify the following sequence of DNA molecule and cut in between base G and base A. For example, look at the board. As we know, G is always associated with C, means glucosamine is attached with cytosine, adenine attached with guanine attached with cytosine with the help of triple bond, and adenine attached with thymine with double bond, thymine attached with adenine with double bond, and cytosine attached with guanosine with triple bond. So this enzyme, the sequence of this DNA is cut from here. So we have series GCTTAA or AATTCG. These are the two sequences, means the endonuclease enzyme cut any DNA from their hydrogen bond. Now if the DNA fragment obtained from different source are mixed together in the presence of DNA ligase enzyme, then both DNA segment form a double stranded structure after forming phosphodiester bond. So this is the restriction endonuclease. And one another enzyme, exonuclease enzyme, which cut the DNA, means this is the structure of DNA. If we see the structure of DNA, then exonuclease enzyme cut it from phosphodiester bond, and endonuclease enzyme cut these DNA from the hydrogen bonds. Now the second thing is vector. Second topic of tools is vector. Vectors are the medium by which we can obtain rDNA or recombinant DNA. Naturally, the main made both type of vectors can be used in Escherichia coli. The main vectors used in this are plasmid, cosmid, and bacteriophage. First of all, we starting from plasmid. Plasmid in 1952, Lederberg, the name of the scientist, Lederberg. The scientist Lederberg was it first in bacterial cell as an extra chromosome. Its main properties are, this is the bacteria cell and this is its main chromosome, and these are the plasmid or episome. They are found in bacterial cell apart from the main chromosome. They are circular, double-stranded and spiral molecule. They are capable of independent replication. They are not essential for the growth and survival of the bacteria. They contain specific restriction site where the desired gene can be integrated. They have marker sites. Plasmid baby contains 3 genes to 1000 genes. 3 genes to 1000 genes. The most usable plasmid is PBR322. PBR322. It has 2 marker sites, that is tetracycline resistance means TEP and tetracyclic resistance, and AMP means ampicillin, ampicillin resistance. It contains recognized site for 12 different restriction enzymes. Foreign DNA is integrated between TETR and AMPR gene with the help of restriction enzyme. First of all, restriction enzyme we studied earlier. Restriction enzyme cut the plasmid to make it linear to integrate of desired gene it. After that, desired DNA approximately 5 to 10 kb DNA fragment is integrated in the plasmid, and kb means kilo base. Length is inserted between both ends of plasmid DNA and desired DNA. At the state of duplication, the extra chromosomal structure is called episome or plasmid. Here P represented the plasmid and BR represented the name of the scientist who can discover this plasmid, means Bolivar and Rodriguez, and 322 is the number of experiment by which this PBR can be made. This is TETR and this is AMPR and this is recognized site or duplication site. The structure which replicate independent is called plasmid, while the structure that replicate along with bacteria chromosomal is called episome. Now the second vector is cosmid. Cosmid is the hybridization. Cosmid is the hybrid of plasmid and lambda phase. Lambda phase is a bacteria, so it is a hybrid of plasmid and lambda phase. It was discovered by Barbara Horn and John Collins. It was developed by Barbara Horn and John Collins was the scientist who can discovered it. Such plasmid in which DNA sequence of cos site of lambda bacteriophage are inserted are called cosmid. So cosmid have properties of both plasmid as well as lambda bacteriophage. Cosmids replicate in bacteria cell like plasmid and their packing is like lambda particles due to presence of cos site. Means this is cosmid. So half character are present of plasmid and half characters of present lambda phase, and these are the site of cos, and one is origin of replication site is also present on cosmid. Except plasmid, bacteriophage and cosmid for example, this is the structure of cosmid. This cosmid contain the two side 6 restriction enzyme, site origin of replication site and tetracycline resistance gene. Except plasmid, bacteriophage and cosmid, some other vectors are also used in genetic engineering of them. Phasmid, shuttle vector, transposin are also as jumping gene. Now third vector of our is bacteriophage. So look it, as you know, bacteriophage is a virus which can depend on the basis of nutrition on the bacteria. Virus that infect the bacteria called bacteriophage. Lambda and M13. Lambda and M13. M13 are the example of bacteriophage. Is better vector than plasmid due to the following reasons. Because first of all, large DNA fragment means up to 24 kb, and kb means kilo base. Up to 24 kb can be cloned in it. Second, each bacteriophage produce a plug area that makes testing easier. Lambda bacteriophage is a more important vector than M13 because they are bacteriophage of Escherichia coli and they have linear double stranded helical DNA. So these are the tools. Third tool is host or receptor cell, in which we insert rDNA, that is called receptor cell. Receptor cell means whenever we cut the plasmid DNA, just like this is a plasmid or bacteriophage or cosmid, we cut it by restriction endonuclease enzyme, then active with alkaline phosphatase, then it convert into a linear DNA, then after we integrate it to the desired gene, and then after it convert into, this is the desired gene. So this is called rDNA or recombinant DNA. After formation of recombinant DNA, we insert in it a receptor cell, that is called bacteria, and bacteria is called receptor cell. And after cloning of this rDNA, whenever so many copies of rDNA is prepared, then we put them into a bank or in a storage condition. That storage condition is called gene bank. Thank you for today's class.